Are you ready?
Hi everyone! Hai semuanya, apa kabar? Selamat datang di Ayu Patrinya Danmad.
The other day, I made a video about education system in Indonesia. Nowadays, it's very difficult for people, even for college or university graduates, to find job. There are many reasons, maybe because
A lot of people.
we have a lot of people.
You live in a very populous country.
Yes. So anyway, it's difficult to find job.
Actually, you don't have to find a job because you can just start one of your own.
Really?
For instance, I've started to be a game developer because that was my choice. I wanted to be a game developer, so I began making games. I didn't join a company. I didn't get hired. I'm just doing it because that's my hobby.
But do you make money?
No.
Yeah.
I'm a non-profit.
But what we will talk about here is job that make you money, because when you're grown up, you need to live, right? How can you earn income? By working, doesn't matter what. And then because nowadays everything is done by the advanced technology, and then they said the robots take away people's job and that kind of thing. Is that true?
But with all the technological revolutions that are going on right now,
Yeah.
there can be new jobs springing forth.
Really?
Yes.
And I think that's what we are going to talk about today.
Well, why did you ask me for confirmation if you knew that that was gonna be what we're talking about?
They can check on the title of this video.
So today we're gonna be talking about 10 creative jobs that have appeared around the last 20 years.
So probably this job didn't even exist when I was young.
Yeah, it didn't even exist in the 80s, back when operating systems were all new and weird. But now, here we are, and all of a sudden, such things that sound futuristic to 80s people are actually true. You can be various things. You can be an... You know what? I'm not gonna say it until the video begins.
Right, so we will begin now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, the first job is my job. Not Steve job.
Your job is a YouTube content creator, or
Right.
YouTuber for short.
I'm not employed by anybody.
You're just doing what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You just gotta do what you gotta do.
When I was small, there was no such thing as a YouTuber.
Heck, there wasn't even such a thing as an internet browser.
Yeah, I didn't even think I would become a YouTuber, but here we are. It's not instant, like I need to invest time and money on it, and probably brain too, because I need to study everything.
You need to observe other YouTubers' editing styles.
That too. So, but this is a job. Okay, actually nowadays, other than YouTube, there are other social medias which can we use to earn money.
Like Instagram. And even with those 15-second videos, those can make a huge difference, and eventually you'll become an influencer.
Do you know what influencer is?
Somebody with more than 1,000 followers and boasting about their number of fans.
Yeah, well actually, how can you make money from Instagram?
By monetizing your content.
There's no such thing in Instagram, but you can get endorsement.
Sponsorship.
Yes, companies can sponsor you to display their products.
But actually, sponsorships also apply to YouTube and other video social
To
media.
all influencers, I guess. Yeah. But Instagram is probably very big in Indonesia.
Very prominent, that's for sure.
You don't have to be a real celebrity to be a celebgram. As long as you have a few million followers, then
Few
probably.
million?
Because in Indonesia we have how many people? 250 million?
TikTokers.
I never really tried this, but apparently it's very big in Indonesia.
Yeah, actually, even most of my friends like TikTok.
Do you?
I have not gotten into it, nor have I even watched a single TikTok video on TikTok. I usually get
You watch with me?
well, at one point, that was for like 20 minutes or so.
Yeah. So do you know how to make money from TikTok?
Again, sponsorships, endorsements,
Yeah, but
financial concepts.
I never really played TikTok that much, but as I heard, TikTok itself pays. I don't know, but you guys, if you're interested, you have to Google it and find out more. But you can make huge money from TikTok. And also, it works the same way like any other social media. Endorsement works too. And then I heard those very famous TikTokers, because they dance and they do funny things, right?
Yeah.
And then they will have meet and greet with their fans, and the fans will have to pay. And that's also income for them. Like, yeah, but
How selfish.
why selfish?
They're making their fans pay.
Yeah, well, they need money too. That's your field. I don't know much about it. So what is this? What is
Because,
AI?
well, AI stands for artificial intelligence, and it's basically software that's, well, intelligent.
Like, wait. Siri?
I guess you could consider Siri as an AI, but there are also other types of AIs. For instance, there's this MS-DOS application named Dr. Sbatso.
Very old then.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty old thing. For example, Dr. Sbatso on the DOS actually had a chatting system where you could chat with an artificial intelligence.
But then why did we mention it here? It didn't appear 20 years ago, did it? It appeared a long time ago.
Yeah, but that was before it was cool. Basically, Dr. Sbatso was AI before it was cool.
Yeah, it was old timer. Let's say
Boomer.
So. Boomer. Am I a boomer? No, I'm millennial. No, I'm generation
Why?
Y. And you? You are generation
Z.
Z?
Or iGen. I'm an iGen. Because everyone got into the iPod by the time I was born.
Really?
Mm-hmm. This also applies to game developers. For instance, I've heard that you could make
Wait. What's the difference between app developers and just software developers?
well, app developers make apps.
For cell phones.
Well, mainly.
Mainly, yes.
But software developers make things on computers and maybe even on multiple platforms. Like maybe porting their PC app to the phone and to the console.
For example, like Minecraft.
Yeah,
It works both in desktop and in cell phone.
and on console too.
Yes, and do you think they need different kind of developers?
Yeah. And I also heard that developers on this video game platform called Roblox, they're actually making money off of it.
They make money, and are they employed by certain companies?
Well, no, but
right?
I did hear that a content creator named Dennis was applying for internship in Roblox. So he was going to work at Roblox.
At Roblox, and that's a big company, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you don't work. Well, maybe some developers work at home, like your daddy, some work in a company. Both ways work, I guess.
Everyone loves Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, oh wait, maybe not. That one's shut down.
Yes. So many companies, many celebrities, they will have to hire this person
To manage social media.
All day long. You just have to reply to comments on Instagram, on Facebook, and what else is it? Twitter.
And next up, there are the Grab drivers, or Uber, or Gojek, or basically just taxi drivers.
Yeah, but unlike the original taxi drivers, this one are connected to the app.
Yep.
Again, it's technology based. Yeah. Well, here in Hungary, do we have all of these? Uber? No, but we do have Taxify, which has named themselves as Bolt.
Taxify.
It's called Bolt now. Bolt.
Cloud computing specialist.
Now what's that? Oh, I don't know this one. Can you explain?
Well,
What is cloud? The cloud.
no.
No?
I'm not talking about heaven's grounds, the dirt in heaven. I'm talking about, well, software, where basically it stores your files and folders, except that it's not files and folders.
Then it can be files and folders.
Yeah, it could, but I don't really know how to explain.
Yeah, you don't store things in your computer anymore. I mean, you can, but if you need huge space.
If you need 2 terabytes and your D drive only has 1 terabyte worth
Then?
of space,
Cloud is the solution.
turn to Microsoft Azure, Google Drive.
Microsoft what? I don't even know this.
Azure, A-Z-U-R-E.
Oh, okay. I don't know. We talked about cloud, but then what is cloud computing specialist?
They specialize in managing files that are on the cloud. I think.
Wait, guys, this is a word from the expert. So, can you explain what is cloud computing specialist?
That it's like a network administrator who's taking care of the servers in the cloud and the network and stuff.
This is new job that didn't exist 20 years ago.
Oh, absolutely. Well, this whole cloud expression
Came
is
up
new.
new, okay.
It's a few years old.
And it's quite a good job, I hope. I bet.
Yeah, it's an IT.
Yeah.
This is an extremely revolutionary occupation. I've heard that those guys at Tesla, they've made a driverless car that drives itself automatically.
Then you won't need driving license. You can get in the car.
You can just select the destination and its pathfinding algorithms will perform complex calculations to get where you need to go. And its value, only $1,000.
No!
We're not doing a driverless car commercial, I'm sorry. This isn't a commercial. Many other car companies are already into making driverless cars, so Tesla isn't alone.
What other manufacturers do is that they don't really drive themselves, but they have driving aiding features. So for example, like lane assist, it makes sure you stay in your lane assist, it makes sure you stay in your lane if necessary. The car can recognize objects, brake or accelerate as needed. Yeah, those kind of things.
But this is also creating more job for people.
And the next job is a sustainability manager.
Do you know what it is?
No.
Maybe your school has one. Many companies now have sustainability manager because they want to keep everything environmentally friendly. because we are more aware that we have done damage to Mother Earth, so we want to make sure that we don't do even further. So they hire these people. They will find solution to use the most
environmental friendly approach.
Yes, like for example, in a restaurant, they will stop using plastic containers because plastic is not good, or styrofoam is not good, right?
It actually degrades over a very long period of time.
Yeah, so maybe they change it to paper bags, like McDonald's now they are using paper bags, right? Like KFC in Singapore, they don't even use straw nowadays.
They should just use a pasta straw instead.
And then you can eat it.
Well, my school introduced me to pasta straws in an assembly.
Most of the jobs we mentioned before are technology based.
That's because industries are now using technology nowadays. So we have to learn the right things in order to apply for any of these jobs. So, moral of the story, don't ban gadgets. Children can learn a lot by using it, and maybe they can even learn a lot about the device they're using. Just educate them to use it the right way, though.
There is danger in using devices if they don't know how to use it.
And then they might run into some command on their command prompt, and then all of a sudden their precious data is gone within the blink of an eye.
I'm not even talking about that, the content of, some
Sites.
videos sites.
Some websites even have fake download buttons that force a virus into your computer.
Or the mature content. Many parents, including me, I don't want you to visit such content. But you know how to be careful, right?
And even tech support scams.
What?
Tech support scams. Where this guy calls you pretending to be a tech support, like, we have received reports from the server that your computer is infected.
Oh, that's called tech support.
Just go to this totally not suspicious site and free it today.
Yeah.
And then they make you install LogMeIn, help LogMeIn rescue, and then they literally syskey you, which is basically they put a password on your device and they won't tell you the password. They take such bad daredevil measures.
Okay.
They must be stopped immediately. But I digress though.
One eternity later.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed us, remember to like 10 dogs out of the loop, and these are like